So, here's the thing. Title. War games are bad for you. I could leave us all in suspense, waiting for my considered verdict. I've drawn you all in with that horrific sort of horror light and war games are bad for you. Truth is, it's not. Spoiler alert. And there's a number of reasons for saying this and doing what I'm doing today. Firstly, I don't know if you have encountered in the past or if you are encountering now criticisms for gaming, playing with soldiers. I mean, I've had that since I was about 12. I think my dad decided I was supposed to throw all my... I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do sort of quotation marks. I'm not doing it. My dad decided all toys should be in the bin. And he considered Lego, Timpo, Airfix kits to be toys that were not to be played with by chaps who were the age he'd been when he went down the pit. And in fairness, he did lie about his age and go to France on D-Day +3 when he was barely legally allowed. So he was big on growing up, my dad. So yeah, war games are bad for you because it's a child's pastime. Nanas. That's like the people who say, "Oh, Christmas, I don't enjoy Christmas now, man. Christmas is for children." What a load of tripe. I'm sorry, it's not. And I'm going to be very honest with you. Christmas is brill. I write a letter to Father Christmas. I hope you do. And if you don't, I hope you start. Write a letter to Father Christmas. Make sure all of your nearest and dearest know exactly what war games figures, scenery, rules, books you want. Don't moan and cry when you get a pair of socks or some underpants if you haven't told Father Christmas that you want Perry's Napoleonic line infantry. ... brackets French. Because Father Christmas ain't, he's not a mind reader. He's magic, but he's not a mind reader. I can prove Father Christmas exists. I should really save this for the Christmas edition, but I'm not going to. Father Christmas exists. I used to live in Doncaster. Well, I lived sort of just outside Rochdale, which, for those of you who don't know, is up north, Manchester way. About an hour and a half, 2 hours from Doncaster, where my mum and dad lived. So Christmas, gets in the car, and I drove through Rochdale to get on the M62 motorway. So as I drove through Rochdale, I saw Father Christmas. It was Father Christmas. It was a bloke with a big white beard wearing a red frock. Translation, dress. Well, that's Father Christmas. Big black wellies. Big sack over his shoulder. Christmas Eve. It's Father Christmas. I saw him. I'm not lying to you. Why would I? Drove down the motorway non-stop. As I drove into Doncaster, there was Father Christmas. Not only there was Father Christmas, but he was sat on a bench outside the Arndale Centre eating a pork pie. Same bloke, big white beard, red dress, sack by his shoulder, wellies on. How did he get from Rochdale to Doncaster quicker than me? In time to go and get a butty, get a pie. It's magic. People say, "Oh, it's not." Anyway, what's this got to do with war games being bad for you? Oh yeah, the argument that you should grow out of them. No, you shouldn't. You should grow into them. You should have more and more fun. The older you get, fun becomes a limited resource. It's like oil. You use it up. Or with my Parkinson's, dopamine. It all gets drained away. All the fun. No, pump it back up. Maximum fun. Fun and larks. That should be our motto. That's our new motto on the site. Fun and larks. But I've also faced other issues with gaming and wargaming. Back in the 80s, I taught in a really quite devout Church of England school. I was the deputy head teacher. And we had a war games club. And some of the kids played Dungeons and Dragons. Some played Space Hulk, some played Rogue Trader, some played Blood Bowl. I got into a fair amount of debate. I wouldn't say criticism, but debate from governors and the head and so on. Even though the teachers were a bit sniffy, you're teaching children that killing and war is all right. No, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, if you look at the historical games, you could argue I'm teaching them history. I'm sorry, but in history, some people got hurt. And my family included. My dad was really badly hurt in World War II, but he was doing a good thing. I'm certainly not advocating going out and killing people. I suspect if you play with war game figures and soldiers, you're probably not really the sort of person who's all covered in muscle. And I make no apologies for saying that. I don't think war gamers are like that. I haven't met any. I've met some war gamers who were particularly sad when they get a 1 instead of a 6. And I've met some war gamers who were a little bit sneaky and measure 6.5 when it's only meant to be 6. You know what I mean? You know the people I'm talking to. I know it's not you. It's none of us. There's nobody here. Nobody here. It's like that. It's them. But we all know them. So yeah, I mean, I got criticisms about certainly Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s. Got massive amounts of criticism in the press. About it's demonic. Dragons, it's all about hell. No, it's not. It's not. Is the Mabinogion from the Welsh mythology a demonic texts? No, it's not. What about Narnia? No. What about Lord of the Rings? Moria, that went underground. Smaug, the dragon. No. It was the game. That's what they were mad about. I was just saying, and it's quite hard to argue with people who have no strength of argument. What's wrong with it? It's wrong. Why? Why's it wrong? Tell me why it's wrong. It just is. No, I'm sorry. No, it just isn't. Oh, God. So, there were criticisms of gaming because it was supposed to be for children. There were criticisms of gaming because it was too grown up. You couldn't do it with children because they wouldn't understand. There were criticisms of it philosophically and religiously and morally. People getting killed. No, they're not. I could play a game now and I could have 20 of my Norse invaders killed by Arthurian defenders. They're not killed. The soldiers, the toy soldiers, they'll stand up again in a minute. Like Valhalla, they'll come out again tomorrow and have another turn. Wargaming is, not only is it not bad, it is good. Let that sink in. It's good. I might have mentioned, I don't know if I have, I'll try not to mention it, I have Parkinson's disease. When I first got Parkinson's disease, I was worried that I might not be able to paint and things because I've got very, very shaky hand. And I was worried. I gave up. I had problems for a couple of years. But through exercising and through making this YouTube video, and thank you for people who've subscribed and people who've commented, because to me, it's like a treatment. I'm not trying to get monetized. I'm not trying to get 1 million viewers. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in making it and talking to you. And thanks for being there. Honestly, I have people say, "Oh, thank you, Mum." I mean it, because without you making it worth me doing this, I would be a lot more ill. I don't know whether to say ill, more ill, or iller. Iller doesn't sound right. I wouldn't be as well as I am now, because it's given me energy, it's given me a boost, it's given me a reason to do stuff. I know it's not the greatest YouTube video thing you've ever seen. It's never going to be. It's me. I'm a clot. But it's done me good. And I know it would do, and will do, and can do other gamers good. I know a number of people, because as you get old, like me, I'm nearly 70, as you get old, a lot of people your age, or just a few years older, are starting to fall to bits. And I know guys who really take ages to set up a game. It hurts. It's physically hard work. But they don't play a game. They then just, when they feel well enough, they sit and look at it. Or they think about a campaign. Or they look at pictures from Wargames Illustrated or other magazines are available. And just look and think and imagine and remember the good times when their armies pounded manfully across the continents, swords drawn, looking all fearsome. And it's a salve. It makes them feel better. Why is that bad? No, it's not. Come on. I'm not having it. Anything that makes you feel good and better is good and better. I'm so down as to all that rubbish. People who sort of sniff at it. I know wargamers who won't tell people outside the club and wargames community what they do, because they're embarrassed, ashamed, worried that somebody's going to make fun of them. Well, that's sad, because I don't care. You shouldn't care. Nobody should care. It's our lives. It's our game. It's not to do with them. If they're too thick to understand what we're doing, I'll more fool them. Think of all the fun they're missing out on not being in our gang. There are some excellent YouTubers who link wargaming with various types of ill health. There is certainly one that I'm subscribed to, who actually has one of his videos is about wargaming and mental health, and that it's good. It's thorough. It's more thorough and grown up than this. This is just my waffling and rambling and throwing my arms about. But it's a considered look. There are sites, if you search for them, wargamers with disabilities, you'll find them. I know there's a chap in America who's got post-traumatic stress disorder from service overseas, and he talks about getting help in his mind from gaming. It's just a nice thing to do. So, wargaming is not only not bad, it is good. Repeat that now. Wargaming is good. Well done. I'll see you next time. All right, chucks. Have a lovely time. See you later.